Boop, boop, boop. Another day, another dollar. Thank the Lord for another 24. God, I knew that was you, man. I'm just getting back to the crib, man. From the gym, nice chest day today, man. I touched 405 on the bench press. I haven't hit 405 in a couple months. I've been doing my cut, you know. So I was like, let me go in there and see what I could do with this 405, man. I got it pretty good. 365 for one, and I did 315 for a few. Repped up with 250, man. So all is good, all is well, man. But getting right into the video, I got another correctional officer topic, man. You know, we talking about women correctional officers, you know, females working within the prison system. You know, I get a lot of questions, you know, from females, women in particular, asking about, you know, are there female COs? You know, some women, you know, when I tell them what I do, and I'll be like, hey, come join me, man. Come apply for the job. They be like, nah, I don't think I could do that. You know, I don't think a woman is cut out for that job. You know, surprisingly, there's a lot of women that work in the prison system. You know, it's a lot of female COs. You know, I'll be telling people that don't work in the prison system, women, I'll be like, there's females that come in there, man, you know, that are more feminine than you. You know, they come in there, their nails done, you know, hair done, you know, makeup, all that, man, but they still do their job. You know, the ones I'm speaking of in the positive light, they still do their job, you know. So the question I get a lot is, do females, do they make good correctional officers? My opinion is yes. You know, as long as you're doing your job, you know, you following policy and procedure, you know, I think it's good that women work in a correctional setting. You know, the number one reason I feel like that too is because I feel like they keep the tension down within the prison system. You know, it's a lot of men, you know, male COs, and most of the inmates are male. So it's a lot of testosterone, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, macho egos, you know, a lot of manly energy. I feel like having women that work in a correctional setting, it kind of balances it out. You know, the inmates, a lot of times, you know, when they're dealing with female officers, I feel like they tend to look at them like as a motherly figure. You know, the inmates always refer to the female staff. They say Miss such and such. We go by our last names, you know, in all the staff, we go by our last names, you know. So let's say you got an officer, a female officer, her last name is Smith. You know, the inmates usually say like, Mrs. Smith, can I do this? Mrs. Smith, can I do that? You know, so I feel like the inmates look at, you know, the female correctional staff as like a motherly figure and whatnot, you know. But I feel like women, they can keep the tension down, you know, especially say you got like an inmate, you know, he might be on high alert, you know, he may be ready to lash out, inflict violence, or, you know, start a fight, something like that. You know, them seeing a female officer, they may calm down, you know. They may be like, oh man, that's a female staff, you know. Would I want to act like this around my mom or my sister or my grandmother, you know? So that's why I feel like women in a correctional setting, it's a good thing, you know. Some people may feel like a woman can't do the job, you know. I'm all about equal rights, equal employment. I don't believe like in the old school way of thinking, you know, as far as like women should stay in the house and do the chores and stuff. I've never thought like that, man. I feel like it should always be 50-50. It should be a fair playing field, you know. So it's a lot of female staff members that work in the correctional setting, you know. And let's just be honest, you know, be realistic, you know. Some staff fall through the cracks, you know, make bad decisions. You know, you see female staff, you know, that may end up getting compromised, you know. They may be like lonely, or they may not be getting the attention they desire or crave at home or in the outside world from, you know, men. So inmates can prey on that. They can sense that, you know, and they start to work on these female staff, you know, and they start to get under their skin. slowly, you know, till finally they got them. They compromise. Next thing you know, man, you see female staff sleeping with the inmates, bringing in drugs, stuff like that. And I don't want to be like prejudiced, you know, towards female officers, you know, because just like a female staff that may fall through the cracks and be a bad apple, there's plenty male staff, you know, that do bad things, that bring in contraband to the inmates, you know, cell phones, narcotics, drugs, dope, stuff they're not supposed to have, you know, getting bribed, you know. So I don't want to like seem prejudiced, you know. I'm just saying, you know, you typically might see that with some female staff, you know. But I don't even want to talk about the bad apples, you know, the corrupt prison staff, you know, the people, you know, that's doing wrong, not doing the job, upholding what they took an oath to do. I want to talk about the female staff that are doing a good job, you know, because I see them every day, you know. I got a lot of co-workers that are female staff, you know, and I feel like majority of them, they do a great job. You know, they enforce the rules. You know, they maintain a safe, orderly running of the prison. You know, they follow the policy and procedure. And I feel like they could do the job just as good as a man can, you know. So, I mean, to any females that's out there, you know, that's interested in working in corrections, you know, becoming an officer, you know, you can ask me any question. I'll help you out to the best of my ability. I got a few, I've seen a few females that have been asking me questions, you know, like on my TikTok, other videos I've made and whatnot, asking me about the hiring process, or they're currently going through the process. So I've been helping them along and whatnot. But by all means, apply, man. You know, if you feel like you got the right mindset for the job, you know, you coming into it with the right attitude, I think you'll do good. You know, like I said, I feel like it's a career that men and women can do, you know, cause just being that women in a prison setting, I feel like it calms down the tension, you know. You know, you got women in there, men ain't always on gung-ho, you know, oh, we got a female officer working this unit, let's show her some respect, stuff like that, you know. And I've seen female staff, man, you know, when shit hits the fan in the prison, you know, you got an inmate fight, or you got all hell breaks loose, you got a riot. I done seen female officers, man, right in the middle of all the action, man. I'm talking about it's a pile up, man. The female officers right in the middle, man, throwing elbows, getting their hands dirty, man. So we got some tough gung-ho officers, man, that's not scared to get their hands dirty. You know, they don't feel like they're too girly, you know, because that's the wrong mindset to have, you know, coming into a prison. You know, you gotta expect for shit to hit the fan at any given moment. It can go down like that, you know. It could be like you just chilling. You know, that's what I say about corrections. It's 99%, you know, you just chilling. It's routine. It's the same structure, format every day, you know, on majority of the time on the shift. But then you got that 1% where you don't know what the hell to happen. Shit just goes, it just goes to bat hell. You know, you might have a fight, a riot, an inmate get stabbed, a staff member get assaulted, anything, man, suicide attempt by an inmate, a mental health inmate, stop taking their meds, man. They just start spazzing out, man. They start destroying government property, man, belligerent, shouting, cussing everybody out they see, man, start assaulting people, man. So, you know, you got to be able to adapt when situations go from 0 to 100. You know, that's the type of mindset you got to have when you going in behind them walls, man, on a day-to-day basis. You know, when I go in, you know, I'm always on my toes. I never get lackadaisical. I'm always, you know, on alert, because shit, when it goes down, I done seen it. I've been doing this prison shit 12 years. I done seen it, man. I done been the first person to respond on the scene. I've been right there when shit goes from 0 to 100. You know, I can count numerous times, man. I'm about to get off work. All of a sudden, an inmate on my unit, man, has a heart attack in the shower. I had to go in there. I had to give him CPR, and I saved his life, man. He had a heart attack, 2 heart attacks, and he died in the shower. I rolled him over. The shower water was still running. I rolled him over. His eyes was open, like he wasn't breathing, cold to the touch. You know, I got on my walkie-talkie. I was like, yo, I need medical assistance ASAP on such and such unit, man. We got one down. I started immediately giving him CPR. That right there, me springing into action, not wasting no time, not sitting back like, oh shit, what the fuck do I do? That saved his life. You know, I actually got an award for that. Like the warden and them, they gave me a $500 cash award for saving his life. You know, I done seen that. I found an inmate that hung himself. He was already dead. You know, I was a rookie. You know, I had only been on the job like 4 months, you know. Hung himself. I had never seen no shit like that. I almost ended up not even working career. I was like, man, I don't know if this is the right job for me, but I ended up sticking with it, man. I'm sitting on the unit, just chilling. You know, all of a sudden, out of my periphery, from the office, I see 2 inmates that start scuffling. Boop, boop, boop. All you hear is shoes scuffling and squeaking, hands and fists getting thrown, man. I done seen inmates get stabbed, blood everywhere. I done seen it all, man. You know. But, yeah, I feel like female staff members, man, it's a good thing for prisons. You know, female officers, man, I feel like they'll do good. As long as you do your job at the end of the day, you follow the policy, the procedure, you fair, firm, and consistent with the inmates, you know, and you challenge the inmates. Don't get compromised. You got to know how to set the boundaries, you know. Don't cross over those boundaries as far as your professional and your personal with the inmate, especially being a female, man, you know, because it's already like a female in a prison, a male prison is already like a taboo subject still, you know. It's more common these days, but, you know, you just don't want to go, you don't want to, why take a chance, you know? So I try to tell the people, man, keep your professional and your personal as far apart as possible, you know. Don't cross those boundaries. Y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got merchandise for sale. Shop with me, www.theghettobodybuilder.com. This is one of my gym merchandise shirts right here. Big Muscles Matter. I got it in the long sleeve for sale with the Under Armour dry fit material, all kind of hoodies, t-shirts, this and that, man. Shop with me. Check my website out, baby. But yeah, any females out there interested in a career in corrections, you know, you got any questions, just general questions, you want to know anything about the job, the hiring process, salary, how much you can expect to make, what's the academy like, the work hours, the work-life balance, the retirement, man, hit me up. Ask me any question, man. I'm answering all questions. Like I said, I'll help you out to the best of my ability, baby. Y'all know how we coming. Let's get motivated.